My future wife, you'll regret the days you traded silence for soft-spoken praise, when you mistook absence for virtue and fled, before I could show you the words I had bled. You'll remember the nights I lay wide awake, constructing forever from dreams you would break, the warmth in my palms that reached for your ghost, the letters unwritten I cherished the most. You'll walk in a garden where I used to stand, planting my hopes with a trembling hand. You'll taste my devotion in someone else's bread, realizing too late what you left for dead. The world will move on, but your heart will stall, each time you hear laughter echo through a hall, and wonder if I'm in the next room near. But all you'll find is your growing fear. You'll wear the dress I imagined you'd choose, staring at mirrors that whisper you lose. Not to me, but to the life we could have made, if only you hadn't let sunlight fade. You'll drink from glasses I once poured full, but find the flavor has turned so dull. The toasts you make will ring too cold, for you'll hear my silence in every gold. I would have loved you like rain loves the sea, without demand, yet endlessly. I'd have followed your sighs into endless fire, burned through the night just to feed your desire. But you wanted a castle made out of fame, not a home carved from two broken names. You ran from the scars I tried to share, never knowing healing was hidden there. You'll regret when the wind hits just right, carrying my scent into your night. You'll clutch your ring like a stone in your chest, and recall how my heartbeat knew you best. You'll trace your finger across another's skin, and feel the distance where I have been, for there's no embrace that can fill your air, once you've lost someone who always cared. My future wife, you'll curse the stars, for aligning your fate so far from ours. You'll see my name scrolled in a headline glow, and fake a smile for what you'll never know. Your friends will whisper of who I became, as you sip your wine and forget my name. But deep in the dark where no one can see, you'll hum our song in a minor key. You'll regret the spring you let go dry, when petals dropped and you passed me by. You'll see in strangers the look I gave, when you first appeared, proud but afraid. Their voices won't match my tone, my care, and yet you'll search for me everywhere. In airports, cafes, in books you read, my ghost will follow each unmet need. You'll tell yourself lies dressed up as grace, that you needed to win your own kind of race. You'll rewrite the past to suit your crown, forgetting how often you let me down. And maybe you'll marry and maybe you'll smile, but deep in your chest you'll ache all the while. For love once pure cannot be replaced by polished things or a well-known face. You'll regret the way I said your name, slow like a prayer, soft like a flame. No man will hold you the way I did, arms wrapped around both truth and sin. You'll feel it in dusk when the world goes still, a longing that nothing can truly fill. You'll wear your sorrow behind bright eyes, and laugh at the jokes while your spirit cries. And I will rise from the pain, sculpted by heartbreak, baptized by rain. I'll learn to breathe in a world without you, rewriting my heart in a stronger hue. But you, my almost you, will remain, chained to a dream with a different name. You'll see my shadow in someone's grin, and hear my voice when your doubts begin. You'll regret not waiting 1 minute more, when I knocked 3 times on your stubborn door. You'll wish you'd read just one more page, in the story we left mid-sentence, aged, for not all endings are sharp and fast. Some haunt you slow, like memories cast. Some take root in the corners of mind, and bloom in silence, cruel and kind. You'll regret the man you never knew, who bent his soul just to love you true. The way I held your chaos close, naming every thorn a rose. The patience worn like second skin, the way I lost so you could win. You'll wish you'd seen beyond the pride, past your fears where I still reside. You'll look through albums and find no trace of the one who knew your rawest face, the one who stayed when you lost your spark, who found you beautiful in the dark. And though your future may seem intact, you'll feel the weight of what you lacked. For not every love can be replaced, and some regrets must be embraced. You'll walk down aisles of polished glass and catch a glimpse of your shattered past. You'll think of nights I held your hand when you were too tired to understand, of mornings I brewed you quiet peace and watched your breathing finally ease. You'll wish you'd kept what didn't shine, the man who offered you sacred time. You'll regret not answering when I called, on nights when silence was all you installed. You'll scroll through messages left unread, now monuments to what you shed. Your children may hear the trace in your voice when you read them tales of loss and choice. You'll catch yourself pausing at every he, remembering what you lost in me. You'll tell your husband, I'm just tired, but he won't know what your soul required. He'll hold you right but never deep, and next to him, you'll softly weep, not because he isn't kind, he will be, but he won't know your unfinished sea. You'll float through life in tailored grace, but always search for a missing face. My future wife, I would have stayed through every storm and every blade. I would have aged beside your fire, been your truth, your calm, your choir, but you chose flight when roots were near, mistaking comfort for shallow fear. Now you wander in velvet chains, dancing in rooms that echo my name. You'll regret the silence most of all, how easy it was to let me fall, to not ask once, are you okay? To watch me break and walk away. You'll feel that weight in quiet hours, when love retreats and nothing flowers. You'll learn too late that care like mine doesn't return with the march of time. And when you're grey and dim with age, you'll flip through life like a yellowed page. You'll read the parts you skipped too soon, and find my heart in every tune. And maybe then you'll softly cry, and whisper truths to an empty sky. But I'll be gone, just part of mist. A name once screamed, now barely missed. And still I wish you only peace, a gentle life, where wounds can cease. I hope he loves you in his own way, and holds you close on each new day. But deep inside you'll always know the cost of letting my heart go. You'll smile for crowds and play your part, but carry regret like a second heart. My future wife, I set you free, though I gave you all that was left of me. And if you ever wonder why the stars look dimmer in your sky, it's because I once lit them with your name, and you walked off all the same. You'll regret not turning back that night, when I was wrong, but still you're right. You'll regret it most in quiet hours, when dreams return like wilted flowers. They'll bring my face not aged or torn, but as I was the day you were sworn, to promises never truly made, just whispered hopes that slowly fade. You'll watch the moon through windows wide, and wish you'd let me stay inside. Your fingers will twitch in beds too clean, reaching for what might have been seen, if you'd only paused on breath one glance, and given a broken man his chance. I wasn't perfect, I never claimed, but I loved you deep, not just in name. I spoke your pain when words grew weak, and held your hand when you couldn't speak. Now strangers speak the vows I meant in churches lined with your regret. Their voices rise, but none can hold the depth I poured from heart to soul. You smile in frames, all neat and posed, but miss the fire our chaos enclosed. For comfort comes with a quiet price, a numbness deep beneath the ice. You'll scroll through songs, a casual list, then stop when one recalls a kiss. The chorus plays too soft, too real, and suddenly you forget to feel. A scent, a street, a passing face, each one a ghost you can't erase. You'll fold the laundry, wipe the glass, but memory seeps through all that's past. Regret does not arrive like war. It creeps in through a half-closed door. It sits beside you night by night and gently dims the brightest light. You'll carry joy but not the same, not like the fire that sang my name. You'll laugh, you'll dance, you'll find your peace, but ache for what you let release. I would have stayed through every storm, held your heart when it lost form. I would have kissed your aging skin, called you beautiful again and again. But now another bears your name, a title earned with none of the flame. He may be safe, composed, and mild, but not the man who made you wild. My future wife, it's not revenge, nor bitter prayers at sorrow's edge. It's just the truth that time lays bare. You left love gasping for cold air, and somewhere out there I survive, still half alive, still half alive. But I will heal, and you will hide behind the pride that made you slide. So when the wind moves like my touch, or laughter echoes just too much, when strangers speak the way I did, uncovering truths you thought you hid, you'll feel it, quiet, soft, and set, a pulse that whispers one word, regret.